Hey guys, what's going on? So I always get this question from other dentists, which is, hey, do I partner up with the owner doctor? I'm working for an office right now. They want me to partner up. Well, I'm gonna give you my answer and response on this, which I don't think is the most popular, but I'll tell you this, evaluate it and judge this reply with these 3 things in mind. So hands down, I would say no, okay? Don't partner up with someone, he or she, in a practice just because they've asked you to do so. I want you to think about 3 reasons that you may be thinking of even partnering up. The first reason is you probably have feelings of inadequacy. You probably feel like you have a handicap because you don't know how to run a business. You don't know how to do all of clinical dentistry. Maybe there's parts clinically that you're not comfortable with. And maybe you're just not so certain on running a team and managing an office. You're just not, confident with that. And that's totally fine. We were all there. There's nothing wrong with that. But I'll tell you this, that's not a reason to get into a business situation, a partnership with someone just so you can offload that to them so they can do it. Because that's going to prevent you from growing into a business owner. And if you own a business, you got to have the skills and the qualities and also the mindset to own and run that business. Whatever your role is going to be, even if you're going to be doing just the clinical stuff, you got to know how to run a portion of that business. Everything you do in that practice is going to be influenced by your perspective and your kind of methodology of running a business. So that's important. Number 2, you're probably thinking, man, this is a great situation because he's older, she's older, and I'm younger, or we're the same age. Well, I'll tell you this. Just because somebody is in a different life situation than you, maybe he or she, they're older than you and they want to partner up with you, what's going to happen is you're going to be doing all the work, okay? You're going to be doing all the drilling and the filling and all the collections, and the production is going to come from your handpiece. And eventually, you're going to get bitter because they're probably transitioning out of the practice and they want to calm down while you're building the practice. And you're getting in there and you're building it, and now as an owner, you're thinking, man, I'm working all the time and I never see them working. Well, that's not a good situation. It may sound okay and you may be acceptable with it right now because of number 1, you probably feel like you're not quite there clinically. You probably feel like you don't know the business skills, but that's not a reason to put yourself in a predicament like that. Number three, I'll tell you this, never partner up in an office don't partner up in an office that's doing less than at least $1 million a year. If they're doing $1 million a year, do not even think about it. $1 million in collections a year. You've got to be doing at least $2 million in collections every year to even think about financially partnering up with them. Why do I say that? Because there's just not enough on the plate to go around for both of you. By the time you got the overhead, you get your expenses, you pay your staff, and you take your draw, and you have all that stuff going on, there's just not enough on the plate. Even if you guys are in the same life situation, you think, wow, he or she's just starting off and I'm starting off. Well, guess what? If you're both starting off, you're both gonna want some of the most similar things in life. If you feel like you're the same and you guys get along really well, guess what? It's just gonna be 2 of the same people trying to get the same thing from the same plate, right? So there's just not enough on the plate. And my last bonus reason here is the biggest reason why you should not do this is because you should really develop the skills, the mindset, and the perspective to say, hey, if I want to own a business, who do I need to become to be able to run that practice? If you can answer that question and you can guide yourself to develop those skills, business management skills, team building skills, practice startup skills, marketing skills. If you can develop those skill sets and focus on doing that rather than focusing on getting into a partnership situation that's long-term, that is not going to serve you just because you're trying to fill somebody else's knowledge in with what you don't know when you should know it when you go into business. Okay? So I hope this made sense. Make sure you keep those 3 things in mind. Realize that, hey, it's okay if you don't know everything clinically. It's okay if you don't know how to run a business. But guess what? You can learn it. You can skill up. You can take courses on it. You can go to seminars. You can do all that stuff because you're capable of doing it. If that's your vision, if that's your dream, go after it and don't feel like you're not enough. Don't feel like you're not adequate. Don't feel like you got a handicap. Don't feel like you can't do it. And specifically, don't feel like you need to partner up just because they want you there. Of course they want you there because you're great. They want you there. But because you're great, give yourself a chance. Give yourself a second take on possibly making it happen for you. So I hope this helped. Leave me a comment under the video. Let me know what you think. I'll be posting a lot more of these for you. As always, have an amazing day and live inspired.